Spill is brought to you by Lanza, Walker Valley's best partner.
Now will everyone stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now will everyone bow their heads for a moment of silence.
Good morning, Walker Valley. It's Friday, January 15, 2016. I'm your host, Cooper.
And I'm Jake. Now let's take a look at your Shout Out Friday.
Now it's time for you to Shout Out Fridays.
I'm Blake Peterson, and I shout out Groovy Q32.
I'm Groovy Q32, and I shout out Dana Eaton.
My name is Dana, and I shout out Alexia.
My name's Alexia, and I shout out Ashley.
I'm Ashley Smith, and I'm shouting out Cameron Schultz.
My name's Cameron, and I shout out Hunter Shamblin.
I'm Hunter Shamblin, and I'm ending your Shout Out Friday.
Now let's take a look at today's announcements. Credit recovery during CCRT will begin Tuesday, January 19th. You must get a pass from Mr. Dillon in BU1 either before school or before second block. Work-based learning students, there will be a meeting in rooms BU1 and BU2 Tuesday, January 19th. Check with your WBL teacher to ensure all documents are completed accurately. Students will be removed from the courses starting Tuesday if any documents are incomplete or missing.
Seniors, Balfour will be back to take orders for caps and gowns on Friday, January 29th during lunch from 11:30 to 1:25. You must order before February 10th to avoid the $10 late fee. Additional forms may be picked up in the main office or see Mrs. Fox or Mrs. Wood. Students, come check out the new Walker Valley Wardrobe. We have free clothes available for all Walker Valley students. The Walker Valley Wardrobe is at the end of the Freshman Academy. It is open on Mondays during CCRT time. See Ms. Hardesty for questions.
Life group has been postponed until Tuesday, January 19th. Now let's take a look at your question of the day.
feels fresh, man.
It's easy. The teachers are really cool and chill.
It feels nice.
It feels like my spleen is cottage cheese and I have pulmonary fibrosis.
It's kind of okay, I guess. I don't know.
It rocks. Party, party.
Being a freshman is the greatest thing that ever happened to me, and I'm just so happy to be out of middle school, so it's great.
Okay, it feels pretty good. It's a lot different and harder than middle school, but it's a lot of fun too. You gotta take a lot of facts and to pass and stuff, so yeah.
It's fun. I really enjoy it, but it's really stressful and it's different from what I'm used to.
It's a big section here. It's okay, Bo.
Oh, it's good. Feels good, I guess.
To be honest, it feels pretty sexy.
It's amazing. You do less work, you do less homework, and it's fun.
It feels great. Taller than other people, though.
It sucks.
How does it feel to be a freshman? You start from the beginning, and when you get past your senior year, you'll graduate, you'll go crazy.
FBLA regional competitions fee and forms are due to Miss Brady by January 27th at the latest.
FBLA is accepting new member applications. Pick up your application outside MCLA 3 or from any business teacher. Forms and dues can be paid to Mrs. Brady and MCLA 3. All applications are due by February 24th. FBLA is collecting new or gently used children's books. For every 10 books that you donate, you'll receive half an hour of community service. Books will be donated to local children's organizations and reading programs. Donate today. All books will be due by March 15th. Books can be turned in to Mrs. Brady and MCLA 3.
Seniors, there's a mandatory Tennessee Promise meeting next Tuesday, January 19th at 5:30 p.m. in the cafeteria.
Now it's time for your commercial break and then to Will with your Walker Valley Sports.
Word of the day is basketball, a game played between two teams of 5 players in which goals are scored by throwing a ball through a netted hoop fixed above each end of the court.
And that's why we need portable toast.
Walker Valley Sports. Sponsored by Mix 1041, your home for Walker Valley Sports.
Hey Walker Valley, I'm Not Cooper here with your Walker Valley Sports. First, let's take a look at our new segment, Spill Center. Hey everybody, welcome to your first installment of the Spill Center. I'm Will Sutton. I'm joined by Cooper Melton, Austin Norman, and Jake Polakis. We have a lot in store for you as this segment's going to go along. The first thing we're going to talk about is the national championship game where Alabama beat Clemson. Roll Tide. This game was probably the best in USA, Texas. It was the best, one of the best of our lifetime.
Definitely.
I'd say it was
without
great.
a doubt.
It was back and forth. It was made up of a lot of big plays.
Mhm.
To me, the biggest play of the game, the most momentum shifter, is the onside kick.
Oh yeah.
That it just hit them out of nowhere.
Completely like.
And it looked like if you put Coker out there to throw that pass, I mean the kicker would have done it even better because it dropped right into his hands.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it couldn't have been better executed. It really couldn't.
It was awesome.
And some people are calling it one of the best calls in college football history.
It's not traditionally how Saban calls games either. So
No, it's completely.
Nobody saw it coming.
It hit them by surprise. It hit us by surprise. Lane Kiffin said he was not expecting Saban to call the play. So that was pretty awesome. Another thing, O.J. Howard, he came out of nowhere.
5 catches for over 200
It was just coming out party. It really was.
He did not have a touchdown since 2013. So that was crazy to me.
It seemed like every single play that has a huge momentum shifter in the game was in Alabama's favor. There wasn't any like Clemson plays. They're like, oh, they have all the momentum now, but Alabama seemed to always steal the momentum from Clemson after they have those long drives. They had those explosive
And just
plays.
when you thought they got back in at 38-33, there goes Kenyon Drake on the sideline.
Yeah.
Yes, he's fast.
Like fast.
It looked like 4 people had an angle on him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Great plays. I think it came down to the coaching maybe. The teams were very even. I mean, Deshaun Watson was the best player since Cam Newton.
Yeah, especially against Alabama.
Against Alabama.
The thing that gets looked over was, everybody was talking about the defenses and stuff. 45-40. And
championship.
What's crazy was it was 24-21 going into the fourth, so it's normal.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be a high-scoring game, and it was really the offense who didn't score a touchdown first, and Clemson got a field goal, and that turned out to be the difference. Because imagine if they get a touchdown on that drive, and it probably goes into overtime.
Yeah.
It was a great game. Congratulations to Nick Saban and the Alabama
You don't have to be humble. You got 16.
Also, congrats to Clemson on a great season. Better luck next year. I think Clemson's probably the favorite going in.
Especially with Deshaun coming back.
All right, now we're going to get into our NFL picks of the week, the playoffs. It's coming down to the wire. The first game is the Patriots against the Chiefs. The Chiefs have won a ton of games in a row, so I think it's going to be interesting. The Patriots are obviously the household name. Tom Brady is the quarterback, but I'm going to pick the Patriots, and the momentum is in the Chiefs. The momentum is in the Chiefs' favor, but Patriots at home. I got to go with Tom Brady.
Well, who would have ever saw Kansas City beating the Texans by 30?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And they shut down J.J. Watt, if that's possible. They really shut him down, and he was frustrated, you could tell. I think even at one point he got took out of the game because he was injured. I don't know how serious it was, but I'm like Will. In the playoffs, Patriots, I'm going with Tom Brady, and I'm going to say he makes a few plays.
Hey, I'm not going to go with Tom Brady, but I'm going to go with Bill Belichick. One of the greatest coaches in NFL history. He's going to find a way to make his team win, even if Tom Brady has a bad game. So
it's not going to happen.
Patriots are always a safe bet to pick in the playoffs. So
I'm actually going to go with the outlier here and take the Chiefs. I think they've been the past 11 weeks, coming in 11 straight wins, and then
it's impressive.
With the big week last week, 30-0. I'm going to take the Chiefs.
It'll be a good game.
Yep.
And the next game we have is the Steelers versus the Broncos, and it's really Peyton's first game back, and then the Steelers are having some injuries with Antonio Brown questionable and Ben Roethlisberger questionable. Their 2 best players.
Their offense questionable, pretty much.
And what do you think about this one, Austin?
I'd like to say and go with Peyton Manning because he's one of my favorite players ever, and say that he can lead them back, but he did struggle a lot.
It's not been the same this year.
I know. Yeah. It's just the wear and tear of the NFL for so long has really gotten to him this year, and he could tell the difference. And I just don't know if he's good enough to overcome a lot of those things. But since Pittsburgh's offense is so just injured right now, and Broncos have arguably the best defense in the league, I think they'll make the plays and make it easier for him, and Broncos will win. But not because of Peyton.
It's not like the Broncos have really struggled with Peyton out either.
No, that's like 12-4.
They were the first team to beat the Patriots in the regular season. And, well, the running back did have a heck of a game that game. But what do you think? Will you got the Steelers or the Broncos?
I think the Steelers have too many questions, and especially against the Broncos defense. Like you said, I think Peyton's going to do okay, but I don't think he's going to be much better than Osweiler was. But I think their defense finds a way to get it done because of the questions on the Steelers.
He may have one of those legendary games that a good player has. Who knows?
I mean, I'll never put it past him. He's one of the greatest of all time. But I think the Broncos defense wins the game.
Who you got, Jake?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Broncos too. I just think with Antonio Brown being questionable and Ben Roethlisberger being questionable, I think the Broncos defense is going to be too much. I do definitely think it's going to be a low-scoring game, though. It's not going to be
Not a
what we've seen
barn
some of
burner.
the other ones. No.
And the next game in the playoffs we're going to have is the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. So what do you guys think about this one?
This is the most exciting game to me because, the Packers always make great playoff runs. Aaron Rodgers may be the best quarterback in the league. It's a debate, and Eddie Lacy is coming along late into the season.
Struggled early.
He did struggle. He's not been.
Wasn't necessarily his
self.
fault, though. But still.
He is picking up. So is James Starks. They have a great 1-2 punch. But the Cardinals might be the best team in the NFL. I mean, Carson Palmer. This is his first.
We all saw that one coming.
Right.
This is Carson Palmer's first playoff game in like 4 years, and I think he's playing like the MVP. Cam Newton, he does deserve the MVP, but to me the Cardinals are the best team in the NFL, and I think they're going to beat the Packers.
See, Aaron Rodgers just has, I don't know, he's got that playoff push, it seems like, where he always makes a
big
run.
plays.
Finds a way to win.
But I'm like Will. I think the Cardinals are having one of those seasons, and I've always liked a couple. When was it that Kurt Warner who was their quarterback?
Yeah,
it was
3
Kurt
years
Warner,
ago.
and nobody saw that one coming. They went all the way to the Super Bowl. They didn't have as good a year as they did this year, but I think they'll make a pretty deep run in the playoffs. I'm going to take the Cardinals by a field goal. Hopefully they can make like a 27-yarder if it comes down to it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to pick against Arizona because other than Carolina, they're the most balanced team in football. Like they have such great defense, they have such great playmakers on both sides of the ball, and Green Bay just hasn't been consistent in a lot of areas. But Aaron Rodgers has always been consistent. I mean, he's had a couple bad games this year, but not necessarily because of his talent.
If anybody can exploit the Cardinals secondary,
It's Aaron Rodgers, exactly.
Yeah.
But without Jordy Nelson being there still, I think that's hurt him all year long. They don't have a real red zone threat that they can throw to all the time. So I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals because of their defense.
Again, can't disagree with you guys. Got to take the Cardinals. I think they are the best team in the NFL, and they have a bunch of weapons with Larry Fitzgerald, Malcolm Floyd. They can throw too, so I got to take the Cardinals.
Yep.
All right, and then the next game we have, the last game, is the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. So what do you think, Austin?
Well, this game has a ton of talent in it. The Seahawks, they kind of underachieved this year. They started out bad, just like they have in years past. But Carolina has been a mold of consistency all year long. So it's going to be hard for me to pick against them because of Cam Newton's consistent play this year. Luke Kuechly and players like that on defense made all sorts of plays. Josh Norman's come out this year and looked like the best player in the league on defense. So I'm going to take the Panthers because they didn't really deserve to beat the Vikings anyway. And I think Carolina is much better than the Vikings. So I'll go with Carolina.
I agree with you. The Seahawks, it kind of made you wonder when he missed that field goal, is this another, just a lucky playoff run for the Seahawks?
Yeah.
Because who is going to miss that? What NFL kicker is going to miss that?
Especially
Even if
a great kicker like him.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Even though it's negative 2 degrees. But
maybe it's one. Maybe it's one of those things where they make a playoff run and they really do have a lucky. They have those type of plays that go their way. But I don't see it with Cam Newton. And like you said, they're great defense. And I'm gonna take it, but it's gonna be close in my opinion. I think it'll be around the 35 to 31 range, 28-24. I'm gonna go with the Panthers though.
Jake, what do you think? They're both picking the Panthers.
I think the Panthers too.
Oof,
I think with Josh Norman, I think he's a great.
Think it'll be close?
Yeah, I think it'll be close. Because like you said, Seattle somehow seems to win playoff games. It's just, I don't know if it's magic or what's going on, but they seem to win playoff games. So I'm going to have to take Carolina, though. I think Cam's too dominant, and I think that he'll have a great game, and Panthers will win.
But watch Beast, though.
One thing about the Seahawks run every year is that they're always at home. They dominate regular season. They play at home.
And they're
the
not
12th man is one
They
of the
don't
best
lose at home,
atmospheres.
yeah.
But the Panthers have Cam Newton, and there's no player that's ever went to the NFL that I hated more. Also, I love Russell Wilson. He's one of my favorite players.
Chris Davis.
And with the Seahawks' reputation in the playoffs, I'm going with them. Also, we have a guest pick, Jonathan Pigg. He's a big Seahawks fan. Shout out to Jonathan. He's obviously going to take the Seahawks. So.
Don't know
All
why.
right, can I ask you a question, though? What do you think if Marshawn Lynch doesn't play? You still take the Seahawks?
I still think the Seahawks.
It's questionable.
I think Russell
You're not
Wilson's
going with
clutch.
Cam. You're not going.
I'm not going with Cam. I'm not doing
Your
it.
heart won't let you.
I think the Seahawks find a way to get it done. That's all for this week's Spill Center. It's been a great first show. Now, back to you. The basketball team takes on East Hamilton here at Walker Valley Friday, January 15th, with the girls JV starting at 3:30, boys JV at 4:30, girls varsity at 6, and boys varsity at 7:30. We need everyone to come out and support your Mustangs. Well, that's all for your Walker Valley Sports today. Tune in tomorrow for more updates on your Mustangs. I'm Will, and now to Iaris with your weather and your 5-day forecast.
Walker Valley weather. Sponsored by Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Coverage you can count on.
Hey Walker Valley, I'm Ayaris here with your Valley weather. It's currently 50 degrees outside. The high today is 56 with a low of 37. Now let's check out your radar. As you can see, there's no rain on our radar. Now let's check out your 5-day forecast. We will get rain showers on Friday, but for the rest of the week, we will have clear skies. Well, that's all for your weather today. For more information, go to WRCBTV.com. I'm your weather girl, Ayaris. Everyone have an amazing day, and now back to your host.
You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Spill TV.
Like us on Facebook or check out all the Spill app available for iPhone and Android devices.
That's all for your show today. For a complete recap of the Spill, check out our YouTube channel. I'm Cooper.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Will. Everybody have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up, bow down, salute to the dying sun. Salute. Yeah. Hey, I don't know.